Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to our channel. Hey Obodo fam, how's everyone doing? Happy Tuesday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please give us a thumbs up. Just hit the like button before you get in. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hello Pell, hello Barry. How are you? Welcome. Can you hear me? Thank you so much, everybody. If you're listening and watching on TV, please remember to give a thumbs up. Do remember to like and share this stream. So we're here today to talk about Nollywood actor Ayo Adesanya. It's not everybody that will know her. So the Gen Z and millennials may not know her, but these are the people that actually started Hollywood, Nollywood. She's one of the actors that started in early Nollywood. So I know her. I grew up watching her movie. She's about my age mate. She's 55 years old, slightly older than me, with 3 years. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful Ayo. I used to admire her a lot when I see her on the screen because she was just so gorgeous. She's got lovely eyes. She speaks very well, carries herself really well. She's one of those naturally beautifully endowed actors or women before the days of BBL and all the modern day enhancements. Yeah, it seems like both men and women are doing enhancing now. Did you guys see sister Equatos? Sister Equatos has a new nose. Oh my god. Come back. Sister Ekweto say he said he doesn't like his nose, that the nose used to make him feel not fine. So he did a surgery and changed his nose. His nose is not pointed like Michael Jackson. Oh my god. You are a millennial and you know her. Lady Uzo, how are you? How is the baby? I hope you are getting enough rest. Okay. Make sure you enjoy your sleep properly when mom is around. Okay. You have your hands full now with two young ones. Yeah, so Ayo is gorgeous. She's very lovely. She's beautiful. I like her. Like I said, she's old Nollywood actor. The ones that acted during the time of VHS. Some of you don't even know what VHS is. I mean, it's only the OGs like me that know what VHS. So you will know CD. A lot of people will know CD and what's it called? VCD and DVD. But Nollywood started with VHS. Yeah. She has beautiful eyes. She speaks very well. She's very graceful. Very, very graceful woman. So she was talking recently, just last week, she was talking to Chudi about her relationship. And apparently, for the first time, she's opening up to tell us about how she was in this relationship. They were not quite married, according to her, but I think they were living together. For 10, almost 10 years, she said she endured both physical and emotional abuse. So we're just going to react to that video today. Yeah. And it's very, very sad to know that if you listen to 10 Nigerian women, 10 Nigerian women, you listen to you interview them and they actually want to be honest with you without, coding or trying to, be ashamed. Uzo, VHS. Oh, okay. You have an old soul. You are a millennial, but you have an old soul. That's good. I love that. So if people are honest, like if you interview 10 women and they are honest without trying to hide or code or show off or whatever usual things that women do, I kid you not that 6 out of those 10 women will tell you that they've at one point or the other experienced some sort of abuse in Nigeria. Yeah, it's as high as that. That's why I keep telling you guys that we have not scratched the surface yet. We are not ready for the conversation. There's a lot going on. People don't want to talk because of so many reasons, right? So Ayo was with this guy. To be honest, most of you probably don't know the guy. I know I've seen him before when he was younger. Mm, I've seen him when he was younger. They were a very beautiful couple. Back in the day, there was no social media. There was even no internet. There was no phone. I'm talking about old Nollywood. There was no mobile phone. There was no internet. There was definitely no social media. Yeah. Somebody say I still have my VCD. Why? Why do you say have VCD? Chill power. What are you doing with VCD? Do they still sell VCD? I don't think so. Nobody does anything on VCD anymore. Right. So, yeah, she was she started that time before all these new things. Now we all actors, I felt like those who started early in Nollywood did not have the opportunities that the new actors now have, both male and female. They have more, they are open to more partnership business. They make a lot of money from brand endorsement and promoting brands and promoting products and things like that. They didn't have that. It was just acting. So Ayo has been there from the beginning. Mm. Yeah, so the guy, yeah, I found him because I think he was recently, because we don't know about him, nobody actually talks about him that I know of, to be honest, because they say he was an actor too, but I don't know. Do you guys know him? That's the guy. Do you know him? I know, like, when I saw his pictures, I was like, most Mongo Parks that we know, you see them and you never know because they look good, they smile, they have this persona that hides their character. But this uncle will no hide though. He show for his face. All his pictures I see, he kept squeezing his face, and how somebody will close one eye. Those people that want to talk to you when they're angry, they will close one eye will be open. That is the way I saw him. Goriola Hassan. Thank you, Tina. That's his name. His name is Goriola Hassan. They have a son together. Yeah. So I saw him. They say he was in the news recently where he was parading himself as a king. But I saw that the Oyo State House of Assembly called him and said that he should stop parading himself. Apparently, he was the one that installed himself as king. So if you want to know more about it, just Google it. That's not what we're here to talk about. Apparently, he installed himself as a king that nobody, because in Nigeria now, it's the government that is in charge of all those local chieftaincy. They have chieftaincy and I don't know what they call it, but there's something about traditional kings, chiefs, all those kingdom heads. Is the government that does the installation, right? Local government and chieftaincy. Yeah, that's what they call it. So apparently, this Gorilla, somebody went and installed himself as a king somewhere in Ijebu land and started parading himself as a king that the government did not install him. They didn't give him the kingship. So they summoned him and warned him to stop parading himself. Now, washi. But the thing I wanted to say about his picture is that most of his picture that I see, the guy looks very mean. He just has this very mean look. Is this kind of Mongo Park? You just know that, oh my burugong. Because he always closes one eye. Why are you taking picture? One eye is closed? Do you need glasses, uncle? Let them take you to Specsaver. Anyway, we are going to react to Ayo Adesanya's we're going to react to Ayo Adesanya's sitting down with Chudi. This is the picture of the so-called installation. That's him there, claiming to be a king, but they say he's not a king. Glory, he's fake. He's fake. I think they've recalled it and told him to stop parading himself. He's not a king. So that all his pictures is like that. Oh, he's always frowning. I say, this guy is going to be a very mean person. Oh my God. So we are sharing about, you know, the untold stories, untold stories of people who've been through different forms of domestic violence. And somebody on Instagram reached out to me today and said, Auntie B, please, can you talk about emotional abuse? Like, we don't talk about it enough. The one that people know more about is the physical one, because that one has sometimes, or a lot of times, there's scars. But with the emotional one, there are never scars. That we should talk about it. So I'm going to talk a little bit about it. But before then, let's listen to what Ayo had to say with Chudi about being in a relationship with that man, Hassan. His name is Hassan Goriola, and what it took from her. Because the thing that really, really touched me in the interview, I think she felt like it was finally time for her to open up, and she spoke about how, being with that man drove her to drinking, that she was looking for a way to cope, that the pain was too much, that she started drinking. Okay.
I was so depressed. No, I did not even know it was depression. I started drinking. I buy a bottle of brandy, go to a corner and drink. I just want to be numb.
In public, people watching you beating you.
Sometimes I wear glasses and people think, it's fashion.
It's fashion, no. You try to hide the bruises.
There was one time on location, B. Batola was there. We were filming. I went home to pick something. When I got back, I think I had gotten my beating.
So there was abuse in this relationship?
Yes, there was. And this is the first time I'll be talking about it like this. But I really have to talk about it because I actually stayed in that relationship because I didn't want people to blame me. I took myself to, but okay, you just keep this boy for me for a while till I'm settled so that I can bring him back and to settle him into school.
Yeah.
He went to Ibadan and kidnapped the boy. Before morning, my phone wanted to break it.
Yeah, it was calling.
Oh my goodness, the phone was just dancing. The phone was dancing myself.
What happens to marriage after that? Did that turn you off?
The truth is, I was in a relationship with somebody else after that. Right. I gave it another chance. Yeah. And some powerful people came and they snatched the man away.
So you can see her perspective about that. She's talking about how being in a relationship with this man called Goriola, and how he used to literally beat her physically, like he didn't spare her. But she was talking about, Chidi was asking her about, giving marriage or relationship a chance thereafter. And she was like, oh, I was in a relationship with someone else after, and some people came and stole him away. When women say that, I think it comes from a place of low self-esteem, and it comes from a place of lack of understanding. Nobody can steal any human being. Ayo Adesanya has my love, my respect. But that mindset of some people came and stole him, no. Nobody steals anybody. If anybody decides to go with another person, it's because this is their choice. You can't steal a human being. It's not possible. It's not. It's usually our desires that draws us to people that will go with. So maybe there was something the new person was offering that he felt he didn't have with you, or it was just more enticement. So we don't know. But nobody steals anybody. That's a mindset that what we women, as women, please, let's embrace that completely. He's not a dog. Even this my Atlas that is here now, if you want to steal him, he will start backing. Nobody steals anybody. He's a grown man. Okay, so let's hear what Ayo has to say.
And thank you for inviting me to this great show.
The film of yours that struck me, I was in secondary school, sorry, was Dry Leaves.
The very first one.
Was that the very first one?
The very first major I had, yes. Dry Leaves.
Dry Leaves was a fantastic film. I remember you sitting there was a scene where you were in the park or you were outside sitting.
That was it.
Really?
That was it. That was how I got the role. That
it was Most
do
Wanted.
Refer to
Most Wanted.
No. It was Robin.
There was Regina Askia.
It was nice. Yeah. It was nice. I mean, it was a good experience.
Yes,
it was a beautiful experience. I mean, at that time.
And then it felt like at the peak of this career, you disappeared.
I knew this was coming.
But it just felt like that.
Yes, I actually did. I met somebody.
Yeah.
And I'll just say I was naive. I was naive, when you say, all these I love you kind of thing.
Yeah.
You go into a relationship and you put your all into it. And, being an actor, I was out there, but I didn't want people to say, I actually stayed in that relationship because people were like, why did you stay so long? I was in a relationship with somebody, but then I stayed. But people were like, why did you stay so? I stayed because I didn't want people to blame me. Like, oh, see, this was holy man, or you couldn't stay in that relationship for that long. Can't you just get married or something like that? We were not married, but
Turned out later that you
we
were
were
not
together.
married.
Yeah, we
But
were
we're together
together.
for 8 years.
Yeah, some 10 years.
So, when I always talk about how a lot of times, what will people say? Hmm? Is a factor. It's something we need to factor in when we talk about why people endure, all kinds of things that they have no business enduring. What would people say is a big deal? She said, and the thing that really made me sad about this whole incident is the fact that the man did not even marry her. At least, if they collect, say say they collect slaps or whatever they collect, you go know say na inside marriage. Then you now start to find a way out of it. They were not even married yet. She was saying that, oh, I think they were living together, and she said for almost 10 years that she didn't want to leave that relationship because she didn't want people to say that she couldn't manage or she couldn't maintain a relationship. And this is a valid point. It's a valid reason. It's not valid in the grand scheme of things. When you are going through abuse, there's no reason for you to enjoy it. But in Nigerian society, this is one of the major reasons why people, they will not speak out, they will not say anything. I mean, a woman like Onyeka Owenu, remember her one interview? She recently passed away last year. As accomplished, as educated, as beautiful as Onyeka Owenu is, she too went through this. So that's why I tell you that if people are being honest, 7 out of 10 people, women especially, will tell you that they've been through this at some point or the other. So this is what will people say? What will people say? It's not a joke, and it's not today. It's a real thing in Nigeria because we care about others' validation. I remember there was no social media then, no. There was no internet, there was no mobile phone, no. We are talking about a time when it was just soft sell magazines like City People, Hints. How many of you remember all the I think it's City, not City People even. There was no City People at that time. There was one other one. Let me try and remember. What were the soft sell magazine that used to talk about celebrities back in the day? City People was not even existing then. Those are the ones that we used to, they just capture celebrity stories. It's more like blogging, but it's written. Yeah. No, Ovation was not existing then. No. Ovation is recent. And Ovation doesn't even do that. Ovation is a celebrity magazine for weddings and things like that. There was Hint magazine. There was what again? Who can remember? There was there a Comion back then? I don't think there was a Comion then. Mm-mm. There was no Ecomion. There was City People. Later on, there was City People there, but definitely there was Hints. 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 Was there Hot Gist? Yes, there was Hints. Fame. Brother Patrick, I'm at that for you. Yes, the OGs know. Fame. There was Fame. I remember. Fame. City People came later on. Yeah. But Fame was the main one, and Hints back in the day. They used to be the one that will carry the gist of celebrities or anybody in society that is prominent and what's going on in their lives. Yes. Yes. So yeah, I remember Hints definitely. Then I didn't remember Fame. Thank you, Brother Patrick. Then City People came later on. There were other ones, but those ones were focused on like Wale Adenuga's Super Story, Papa Jasco, Super Story. How many of you remember those ones? Hearts, yeah, Hearts. Hearts was not as much as it wasn't really like a blog. It was more like lifestyle. Yeah, it was more like lifestyle. But the ones that were really carrying the basketballs back in the day were, Fame, then later on City People. Yeah, how many of you remember Papa Ajasco, Super Story, and what's the other one? Baba Ajasco and Super Story. Yeah, let's continue.
Wow. Yeah, we're together for 10 years.
So there was abuse in this relationship?
Yes, there was. And this is the first time I'll be talking about it like this. But I really have to talk about it because...
Yeah, Ikebe Super. Thank you. I forgot. Baba Jasco's one is called Ikebe Super. Yes, it's Ikebe Super. Baba Jasco was in Ikebe Super. Yeah, that's the one they call it. Mr. Naxin. Which one is Mr. Naxin again? Hold on. Dauda, the sexy guy, was in which one? It's not in Baba Jasco. What's the name of the magazine that had Dauda, that created that character, Dauda? Mr. Naxin. So there was Ikebe Super, there was Hints, there was Fame. Which one had Dauda? Was it Baba Jasco that had Dauda? I don't think so. No, it's another one that had Dauda. How many of you remember the one that has Dauda? Is it? I don't think it's Baba Jasco. There was one that was dedicated to Mr. Naxi. That character. What's a randy one? Somebody said taste by moonlight. Lobaton. Only taste by moonlight. He said taste by sunlight. Taste by moonlight was a TV station, my dear Shelly. Papa Ajasco was the one that had Dauda. Oh, was it? Oh, okay, I'm trying to remember. It's a long time. It's not Papa Ajasco. It's Lolly. Lolly was the one that has. Lolly is a magazine. You guys, you've forgotten. There was another magazine called Lolly. It's Chill Power that knows it. Lolly magazine was one that had. I know that it's not Papa Ajasco because Wale Adenuga was doing cartoon characters, but his characters were based on Papa Ajasco, who is a family man, and the other one, he had two. There was Papa, there was Ikebe Super, and there was what's the second one that we just called just now? Yeah, but this Mr. Naxin is a magazine on his own. Gong gong gong. It's called Lolly Magazine. Hi, Chai, you people have forgotten. Lolly had Super Story and Ikebe Super. Thank you, Dolly. Yes, that was Wale Adenuga. And later on, he went into TV and started doing, Super Story, drama. It was phenomenal. I mean, those men were so talented. Those people were, oh my God, the kind of talent that they had there. And they didn't have computer to draw all those things back in the day. People were basically using pencil to draw all those animations back in the day, not like today. So you can imagine the talent that they had. Lolly magazine was the one that had Naxin. I beg your pardon. Mr. Sexy Guy Naxin that was knocking everybody knackable. Oh, guys, yeah. Then there was Classic owned by Mayelin, and no, that one was a serious one now. Yeah, that was a very serious one. We are talking about the soft cell one. Okay, so she said she's never talked about it till today.
Yeah.
I've been hiding it for so long. But
Thank you for sharing.
Have to talk about it.
So there was physical violence?
Yes, there was physical violence. There was a lot of nagging, and which is emotional. There was a lot. There was a whole lot. There was physical, and the thing is, you get beaten right now, and the next moment the person is begging you, so you're always very confused. Like you really don't know what's going on, and they're begging you and they're telling you, okay, I'm sorry for what I did.
Yeah,
I didn't want to do that, but you made me do it, and now that I did it, I just want to say I'm sorry, and you'll be like, okay, fine, he's not going to do it again, or okay, fine, let me just stay because I don't want people to see this. Yeah. And at the same time, he has apologized.
Yeah. So, can you see? Are you guys hearing what she's saying? You know those kind of people that when they finish beating you, they now start begging. You made me do it. We now know that those are narcissists. We didn't have the language. to describe them back in the day. But you know, it's a narcissist that does that. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. I didn't want to do it. Oh, I love you. I cannot live without you. They will now start begging and telling you things to make you feel good so that you stay until you receive the next beating. Okay? It's always about you. You are the one that made me do this. This is not who I am. Yeah. She's painting the classic picture of a narcissist human being. Yeah. And then she kept emphasizing on the fact that she didn't want to leave because she was concerned about what would people say, which is a shame. People will always say, are they not still saying? They will always say,
No. Over and over. In fact, as a matter of fact, it was so bad that people in that area, they used to circle around the house and they watch the drama going on. Because it could happen anywhere.
The people in public, people watching him beating you.
Yes. Thank God we didn't have all these bloggers there. That doesn't wait they talk now. We would not be here talking this now because it was so bad.
Wow.
Yeah, people will be in the area and be like, what's going on? Don't kill this one. If you kill this one, our problem. And I was still staying and feeling very strong. Like, I know I can do this. Let me just, because the begging is coming after.
Yes.
Sometimes I wear glasses and people think it's fashion.
It's fashion, no.
I know. So I know it's not fashion.
They try to hide the bruises.
There was one time on location, Big Batala was there. We were filming. I went home to pick something. We were filming like a few houses for where I stayed then with him.
Right.
And I went to pick something. But by the time I got back,
Mm-hmm.
I had gotten my beating, my.
So what, you left the set to go home?
Yes.
Then, and you were coming back to the set, and you were beating at home.
So I had to, I was trying to cover my face. I was something. And then we're supposed to play a scene. I mean, back then I was like, Ayo, what is wrong? She was really pissed off that night. She was really angry. She actually wanted to cause a scene. I said, babe, but just calm down. You don't need this. She said, no, Ayo, it's not nice. I mean, you just, what happened? Wow. People were very angry. A lot of people were very angry with me when I was in that
relationship.
Yes, because I mean, it was a lot of people.
Yeah.
It used to cause a lot of drama everywhere on location. People would come. Remi Surutu had intervened before. She was really, before Remi Surutu was really going, she was almost going physical. You know that one, no, they take it. She was really going physical. Like, no, I don't like this kind of thing. There was a confrontation somewhere.
Yeah.
Even me, I was scared. I don't do this. So this guy will still come and beat me after. I beg go, So it was something that I was involved in for 10 good years. Like that was up, down.
Yeah.
We had moments where we laughed, though. Of course. So it's not as if it was all
bad, all this.
It was not all that. But then the beating was there. The domestic violence it was not going away.
Yeah.
For 10 good years, it was not going anywhere. It was there. So I was so depressed. I did not even know it was depression. I started drinking. I went into alcohol full. This was something that, I'll just go and buy a bottle of brandy. For real. I'll buy a bottle of brandy, go to a corner and drink. I just want to be numb. I don't want, because this person nags so much. So I'll drink like a whole bottle.
What?
Yeah, I'll drink like a whole bottle. I'm telling you, I was a drug, forget it. I will drink so much and I'll be, shaking and everything. So whatever he says, I don't want, it's not going.
You are numb to it.
So I don't want to hear it. So it became a thing for me.
Wow. This is really hard. Even narrating it like this, I feel, even though it was something that happened so many years ago, a man that you are not married to is treating you this way to the point that you are going to buy a bottle of brandy and gulping it all down to feel numb. So somebody there will be asking, why did you stay? Why didn't you leave? Do you know why? Because there's so much involved. There's a lot involved, from both the person that is doing it, which is the man that we're talking about, Goriola Hassan, or whatever his name is, and even Ayo herself, because it takes a level of low self-esteem and, emotional battering for you to feel like, I can't do any better. This is the best that I can ever get. Or this is love. If you feel like this is the version of love that you understand, Shebi will still come and beg me. Did you hear what she was saying? She said that even the people that were upset with her, they will say, she will say, no, please, don't go and make trouble. You will still beat me. You will still beat me for this. Wow. She stayed 10 years. Wow.
When I wake up in the morning, I just want to go. There used to be a chemist near my house then. I mean, where we stayed there, not my house. Is really so. I just go and buy the bottle, hide it, bring it home, and just
to prepare
drink
for
it.
the
Like,
day.
once week like that, I'll almost finish it. I was, yes, I became an alcoholic. True. Yeah, it was just God. I became something else. I would drink because I don't want you to come and tell me things, or you give me one backhand like that. I'll be rolling the floor, and I don't want to feel it.
Yeah.
So I was taking all this. I would take it. That was there, coupled with so many things. The nagging, was something else. I'll dress up like this. I'm going somewhere. This person will call me. What are you dressed in? Blah 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 blah. So in a situation whereby the person calls all the shots, you cannot eat, you can't sleep without this person's permission. You cannot do anything without somebody's permission. You just wonder, why is this person Lord over? Are you Lord over my life? This is somebody that when people call me for jobs, the phone. If it's just a guy's voice, I don't even understand. At some point, I'm like, what is going on? If it is a guy, maybe a marketer or something just calls me, hello, we need you for so job. That phone is gone. Trust me. Yeah. This is like breaking the phone. If you just break just throw the phone. I know he had anger issues.
He doesn't have anger issues. He's a madman. Wereala Shaw is what they call them. That's not anger issues. Both of you are actors. Okay, he met you already in the industry. You are a bigger name. Nobody even knows him. They say he only acted in Yoruba movie industry. Ayo was versatile. She was both in the English speaking Nollywood. It was even later on she started doing Yoruba movies. She wasn't doing Yoruba. How many of you remember? Ayo was not doing Yoruba movies at the beginning. She was doing proper English movies. It was later. And she used to be so slim, so gorgeous. She has this beautiful figure 8 shape. All of a sudden, she just blew up. While still in this relationship, I noticed that she just became very big. And in my mind, I was like, maybe childbirth and things like that. She was going through abuse, becoming a drunk, drinking to keep the pain from. She was drinking to stop herself from feeling the pain rather than leaving. Tony said the man looked so rough and didn't look like a good fit for her. He was a Yoruba actor. He looked like someone on drugs. To be honest, city people used to carry the news back then. Yeah, no, nobody knew him till now. You people don't know him. I had to go and Google him. Amara said he wasn't even successful in the Yoruba movies. He had no name, no recognition. Maybe he was jealous, of course. Ayo is well spoken. She was a very, she was a 10 back in the day. So of course, a lot of producers will want. It's not now that every Tonduka Harry is acting. No, back in the day, remember when we were growing up, acting was not something that a lot of parents will encourage their children to do. Go and act, or you want to go and be what they call them now? Video, is it vaccine? What do they call them? Who's up? Please, what do they call those people that used to dance after when they dance, when musicians are doing their videos? Is it video vaccine they call them? You that was born in a good home will come and wake up one day and come and wear 1 minute skirt and be shaking your bum in a musician. It's the outcast people that used to do it. Outcast family that don't care. Not you that is well brought up in a Christian home that your parents have values. You won't dare. But now it's a business. So people understand. The understanding wasn't there back in the day. So what I'm saying is that Ayo was high up there. She was doing very well for herself. And she got into a relationship with this man who felt probably threatened by her success. She was beautiful, well-spoken, educated, and everything. And of course, what do? Narcissists, they will bring you down to make you feel like you are nothing. So she was talking about the emotional abuse, but she didn't dwell on the kind of names he would call her. She said she would dress up like she wants to go out. She's feeling beautiful. Ayo was good looking. She's still very good looking, but I'm telling you, back in the day, she was sexy woman. He will say, "Come here, what are you wearing?" Then he will now give her one word that will deflate her ego to make her feel like she's nothing. Remember, this is what, all these narcissist people, this is what they enjoy. They will bring you down to make you feel, your self-esteem will be on the floor so that you, jamon concon. Wow.
Through the phone, and then people just stopped calling me for jobs.
See?
Yeah.
That's why.
That's why you disappeared.
That was how I disappeared.
Can you see?
And nobody called me anymore. People were wondering what was happening. Even if you call me, it's going to tell you, no, she's not coming. She can't do it. She's not available. She will not.
Can you beat that? That was her job. That was her income. He was breaking phones. He was not allowing her to take jobs. He was telling producers that she cannot come. Jesus. People sacrifice because of this love thing. Oh, people, they sacrifice, women. He actually finished her career so that, who do you think you are? I'm sure he was jealous of her. She said he will break the phone, so they stopped calling her. Because remember, Chidi was asking her, you were up there with all these big names back in the day. All of a sudden, you disappeared. What happened? She's not giving us perspective, babe. It was the Mango Park that she was shacking up with. She was living with Mango Park. He was the Mango Park that was controlling everything. At the end of the day, he got her to stop acting because he couldn't bear it. Oh my show. Sacrifices. All for what? Love.
Actually, this person, I invited him into the industry.
That's
so we
why I heard
started,
that
we
you
started
introduced
production.
Right.
Okay, so we're doing. So I was mainly in that production.
Only his production.
His production. No, my name was the producer. I was the producer. I was named the producer, but I know what's going on. I was not the one doing the production at all.
Wow.
You understand? So my name was this. That was the only production I was involved in at that particular period. Time. So I was nowhere. I was just going up and down. The only consolation I had that time was my baby. Yeah, that was when I gave birth to my son. So that was the only consolation. So I put all my energy into taking care of that child. When I had this boy, the story is that when I had this boy, I had him in America. So when I brought him to Nigeria, just because you didn't want the baby in the house, told me I had to go and keep the child with my mom for a year.
He didn't want his baby
in the house, yes, with us for a year, so that I could be doing productions.
I beg. Maybe I need to clear my ear to hear that one. Egbami, Aladugbo. Over the farm. Did you hear what she said? She had a baby for this man. And the man said she cannot keep the baby in the house. And she went and took the baby to keep with her mother for 1 year. I mean, there's just some, I don't know. There are levels to this thing, no. Not be juju be this. Exactly. I don't know. Now juju, now witchcraft, now wizardry be this one. There are some levels to this thing, no. The level of, somebody being jealous of their own child. And she obeyed. You have a baby in America, brought him to Nigeria, and is the father. She went and kept the baby with her mother so that she can continue to be in this facade of a relationship. They were not even married, just living together, him benefiting off her. My gender. Una they try.
So for a year, my son was with my mother in Ibadan. I was staying in Lagos. My son was with I don't know if it's a thing. I don't know if it's a normal thing that people will be so jealous of your child and you don't want your child.
No, it's not normal. It's not normal. It's not normal. It's not normal. It's not a normal thing, Ayo. It's not. Stop the cap. This is what man of prestige will say. Stop the cap, Joe. Stop it.
This is his own child too.
Yeah, your production. You interrupt the production. He just wants Just walk, just keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. And this is, as much as I worked, if I need anything, I need to ask him. And if I don't ask, if I pick it, probably just say, who stole this thing? And it is that bad. So a lot went on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
Until one day, when I got tired, I'm like, I keep looking at myself. I keep seeing production everywhere. Yeah. I'm born to do this. Why am I here? Like I'm just in one space. Yeah. I'm not progressing.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Yeah.
So one day I'm like, no, there's something has to happen. Then I had this dream.
Okay.
So in the dream, there was a car and the car was just going backwards. I've never seen that kind of dream before. And people by the wayside were telling me, said, no, don't worry, see, as that car is going backwards, that is your way to glory. When the car going backwards, I'm like, I can go back and be going backwards. Glory, yeah. So the car was going back. I was driving the car was like, don't worry, it's your time for glory, let it go. So the car, I woke up, I had this dream, said,
you told him?
Yeah, he said, maybe I don't know what you need to do. He's a Muslim actually. Right. So at some point, I was like, okay, maybe I could convert to Islam. But it wasn't working for me. So I stayed and I was still, because...
What will you not do to keep a man? I mean, I want to ask all of you women, please give us a thumbs up. Welcome, guys. Give us a thumbs up. I want to ask you women, what is that line that you will not cross? All in the name of marriage and relationship. Is there a line that you will not cross, and what it is? Because Ayo she's talked about her career. He ruined her career. Made sure that she was not having roles anymore. All the producers were not calling her anymore. When they had a baby, he made sure that the baby didn't stay with her to go and live with the mother because he was jealous of his own child. And now she's talking about faith. Changing her religion from Christianity to Islam to please him because he's a Muslim. What line would you not cross as a woman that you say, no, I can do this, but this one, I can never. What is do we even have non-negotiables? I'm asking you because I want to know, is everything negotiable for you as a woman? I want to hear from all you ladies in the studio. Please tell me. Jay say converting to a new religion. Do we have non-negotiables, or everything is negotiable as long as is about love? Just say change of religion, living career cannot cross those lines. Do we have any because if you don't have, let's say if you don't stand for anything, once you don't stand for anything as a human being, you will fall for everything. If you don't have anything that is non-negotiable, that everything is negotiable for you, you can quit your career, you can stop working, you can allow them to destroy all the years that you build trying to get your career in place. You can change your faith to become from one to the other. Somebody says polygamy that is non-negotiable. If you don't have anything that you can say, this one I cannot do, then you will do everything, no? You will do everything. Jay said, domestic violence and infidelity, you cannot take that. Ree said, everything she mentioned are non-negotiable. Oh my goodness. I felt like Ayo didn't have any deal breaker. It's like anything he wants, she was ready. He ruined your career. You were okay with it. He didn't allow you to raise your child. You were okay with it. You even felt you were receiving slap every day, emotional, everything you were collecting. He was okay with it. Changing your faith to become a Muslim, to please him, you are still okay with it. Standards are important for a reason. Oh, standards are important. Oh, ladies, if you don't have non-negotiable, this one is non-negotiable for me. You want to stand for everything, you will fall for everything. Oh, if you don't stand for anything, you will fall for everything. Oh, So the question I want to ask in all this that you are giving, what did he give back? You are the one. You are the face that was, he was using to do his producer of all these movies and everything. So you were making money for him. Okay? You couldn't even raise your child. You were collecting slap and insults every day. So what was in it for you? That's how the Gbola sweet reach. Abi, I can't think of any other thing, no. You are drinking, somebody that drove you to the point of drinking bottle of brandy, you became an alcoholic. Now, I can't think of any other thing. Maybe not the Gbola. Now, so the man Gbola sweet rich, where it make you. No, you didn't have any deal breakers. Sometimes you see people, you don't know that in you see them from the outside. You say, oh, she's confident, she's smart, she's intelligent, she's educated, but low self-esteem, now your mates. There's a lot of self-esteem issues here from everything I'm hearing.
I was born in CSC, so we pray so much.
Yes.
So I was immersed in Christianity. I'm like, no, it's not okay. Let me just stay.
Yeah.
You understand? So then I had a dream. I had a dream like 3 times. One night, I have this one abro like this. She's called Larry's Fashion. She sells shoes and stuff like that. So she just came. I saw her and I'm like, I'm having this issue. She said, Auntie, are you sure you want to consider? In me, I knew I wanted to leave.
Right.
It was time to leave. My son was 4. So I got home and I'm like, what do I do? So I started packing my things. I left 3 times before then. I'll come back. Yeah, sometimes I got beaten. I'll leave. I run away. I'll come back. So the 4th time was when I left for good. Right. And the night I was going to leave was it was like magic. I had my things packed, but I didn't know. He didn't know anything was.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's going on? So that afternoon I came and was like, see, you, one day I'm going to, he brought out a knife and said, one day I'll remove those. Actually, your eyes, guys. Because they say your eyes, you have beautiful eyes. I will remove those eyes.
Shangba, can you hear that? Hey. Oh, long with Jomimo.
It was an episode. I'm like, what is going on? That night, I already told the Larry that Lara, she's called Lara, to come.
Yeah.
And maybe she could help us leave the house.
Yeah.
I could take some things and leave. So he said that in the evening and he went out to a club. He likes going to clubs. Sometimes he goes, he doesn't even come back home. So that was the saving grace because he doesn't stay in the house.
Right.
I was able to move.
This, yeah.
So around 12 in the midnight, Lara came. I did not know it was Lara. I thought it was because it was the same bus that she brought, same color, same design of car.
Right.
I'm like, so I went back into the house. I was shaking. I said, oh my God, this guy is back. What is he coming back to do at this time? I didn't know it was that my. So now called. I said, Lara, I can't go. I can't leave again. She said, what happened? I said, this guy is back. Oh, he said, no, we're the one at the gate now. Right. Pack your things and come out now. Let's go now. I woke my son. My son is 4. I said, come, uncle, I'm leaving this house now. Do you want to follow? You follow mommy or you stay with daddy? I follow mommy. I said, okay, good boy. Put him in the car, put all my things, little things. I didn't really take much. Just part of my personal things.
Yeah.
And I left.
In the middle of the night?
In the middle of the night, like 12 nights. Before morning, my phone wanted to break into 4.
He was calling.
Oh my goodness, I was just dancing. I was dancing myself. No.
He came back now and his slave was gone. How dare you? Where did you get the impetus to leave? You left. Wow. My goodness. See story.
Oh, breathing space.
Yeah.
I said, eh? Oh, my auntie said, if you go back, Ayo, don't come and tell you are tired. Yeah. You know when your people are tired, but they just didn't know how to tell you that you are tired. You go and come. What is going on? If you go, that's the end.
Come back.
Don't come and disturb us. Because in the middle of the day, I just go and be knocking door. It was that bad. I'm knocking door and say, I'm back. I'm having issues, So since then, I never looked back.
You never looked back.
I never looked back. And that was it. I never looked back.
And I'm sure you avoided sharing this story, I'm sure also because of your son.
So, yes, definitely. But now you can't take it now. He's a man.
Yes.
He's a man.
When did he become aware of this? Because he must have been aware of this at some point.
My son. When it was 4, he knew what was going on. Because when we left and I moved to Magodo, I just realized that my son would be like, Mommy, let's go and hide. Daddy is coming. Because he's tired. Let's go and hide. Say, Mommy, let's go and hide.
Right.
He doesn't call him Daddy. He calls him by his name, actually. That's a funny thing. Doesn't call him Daddy. Calls him by his first name. I said, Mommy, let's go and hide. So this person is coming.
Right.
I don't want him to come and beat us. Hey, Mommy, let's go and hide. Yeah. So I knew he was aware.
Yeah.
It was very, very.
He was very, very
scared.
Yeah. But so what do you think you were a top actress.
Yes.
Known across the country. Let me say, how could somebody, a man, beat?
A lot of people just wonder. Not only in Nigeria, we thought in America, I'll forget all these things I say. So don't come back, don't think it's because it's Nigeria. In America, he actually seized my passport at some point. Yeah, I had this long hairstyle I did, pulled my hair.
Yeah, he pulled your hair.
Pulled my hair on the road.
In the road in America.
Chicago, like that, all of us were running up and down. Come and give me here to you. What is this? So it's not. A lot of people, this thing I'm saying, people knew about it. People knew and saw it. So when I left, everybody they had parties everywhere. For real. When they read it, I was like, hey, it's a lie. Thank God. Everybody was like joyous. I'm like, was this thing that bad?
Even
I didn't know. I was just taking it all in.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that bad. But people were happy.
Yeah, when they eventually ended it.
Yes.
So it was just this shame that kept you inside.
Yes, it was the shame, and then the fact that this person will still come and beg you.
Yes.
And beg you if you have any wound, maybe your
it will help you and press it.
You have a wound or something. This person will take.
Will help you take care of it.
I'm helping you to press it. Let me press your body. Let me press.
Jesus is Lord. Oh, Biri. He will give you wound. He will inflict the wound on you and help you to use cloth to press it. Oh my show.
Press his hand. It's your face. Sorry, sir. Let me, be so caring all over the place. I be like, I just later years, that was when I knew that this was a condition.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a mental thing.
Yes.
I never knew about it when it was going on.
Yes, because so you realized that there was a mental condition.
It was a mental condition.
The later.
I didn't know when I was in it.
Yes.
Yes. And then when I was in, I was like, okay, I don't want to go because how am I going to start? Yes. What am I going to do?
Yes.
Everything
had become tied to.
Yes, everything. I'm like, okay, but then I now sat down. I started thinking. Do you know when you have issues, you think deep. I started thinking. I'm like, what? Okay, I need to move out of this place. First thing first. So I started saving money together. But where was I even going to get money? Because everybody that wanted to call me to come and work, you had chased them.
You start off your money,
and your money was now tied to him.
I'm telling you, so I had to beg. Some of my aunts, I'm like, I need to move out. I need to move out of this place. So first thing first, I got a place.
Right.
And I moved. I was able to.
Yes.
I moved. My abuelo helped me first. And I started working, and then from there, God has been so good. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what would have happened because the fear of the unknown.
Yes.
You don't know if you're going to succeed. You don't know what's going to. Do you even know if people still love you out there?
Yes.
You don't know if they still need they want your services. So it's like, what am I going to do?
Yeah. How did you climb back out to rebuild your career?
Okay, after leaving,
yes,
when I got the house, a situation even happened. My mother used to live in Ibadan, so my son went to Ibadan. I took my son to Ibadan. So, okay, you just keep this boy for me for a while till I'm settled, so that I can bring him back and settle him into school.
Yeah,
he went to Ibadan and kidnapped the boy. It was another issue in Ibadan, for real. The woman just came and just picked the boy up, and they started running. They picked the boy, and this boy was 4, and they were running towards he was driving. He was getting a bus. Yeah, they just threw my son in the bus, and my mom started chasing them all over. They started screaming, "Help! And he was going towards UI gates. Before I got to the gates, the Okada people had to stop him and everything, and they didn't let him out of the gate. Thank God he didn't. What would I have done?
Yes,
I don't know. God, please.
Thank God.
God is good.
He would have raised the boy to be like him. He would have snatched the boy and he will raise him to be like him. All the things that she said there, it's self-explanatory. They are all evidence of a battered woman who has been physically, psychologically abused. Yeah. So, guys, welcome. We're talking about Ayo Adesanya, Nollywood actor who's been in the industry for a long time. So, emotional control. I'm just going to run through some of the if you are in an emotional abuse marriage or relationship. These are some of the things. Control is number 1. Yeah. The abuser always tries to control the victim's life, such as deciding what you will eat, what you will wear, where you will go. That was evident in Ayo's relationship with that man. Humiliation is number two. The abuser will make you feel like if you leave me, nobody will want you. Look at you. They will bring you down. You see how she was saying that he said that they say you have sexy eyes. I will help you to design those eyes. Yeah, I'm sure he's been hearing people talk. And she's a beautiful woman. Look at them now. Just look at them. Uncle is closing one eye up and down. Wicked human being. First of all, he cut her off from her source of income so that he can now put her under his cage. So humiliation is number two. Number three is isolation. Yeah. We'll try and isolate you from everybody that you know. Yeah. So you are famous. They know you. Ayo everywhere. Okay. If you don't act today, let me say who will remember you. So he cut her off from that life so that nobody will remember her, so that he can do with her whatever he liked. You see how she was saying that after he finished beating her, he will now go and carry hot water and be pressing her body. So isolation is number three. Number four, manipulation. In emotional abuse, it's very subtle. And if you're in it, you might not recognize it, but there's a lot of manipulation that goes on. Yeah. They will make you feel worthless. They will make you feel like you're nothing without me. I am the alpha and the omega of your life. Nobody will want you. You can't go nowhere. I am the only one that is managing you. So there's a lot of manipulation, and it's mental. You see how she was saying that she didn't recognize that she was going through abuse. She didn't understand that it was a mental thing when she was there. That's why I try as much as possible to give grace to survivors like Ayo. Yeah, she's a survivor, so she didn't know. Then there's threats as well. There's a whole lot more, but these are just the few ones I wanted to share with you because of time. Threats is the last one, where the abuser will say, me that love you, you are doing this to me. Anything they are doing to you, they will lace it with love. Oh. They will tell you, I'm doing it from a place of love. It's because I love you. That's why you collected big slap last night. Eh? And when they now finish with you like that, they will now make love to you again. So it's confusing. It's very confusing. Somebody finished beating you now and they are making love to you. You, the victim, will be conflicted. You won't know what to do. And Black said, gaslighting you to second guess yourself. That's what it is. You'll be so confused until you come out of that relationship, until you come out of that situation, and you have clarity, healing, and doing some work on your personal development, your growth. You might never recognize it. That's why I always say, if you have a relative that is going through this, chances are they don't even know what they are going through. Yeah. You don't know what they are going through. So it's deep. It's very, very, very deep. Somebody that went and installed himself as king. He went and installed himself as king, parading up and down that he's a king in Ijebu land. Until the government came and said, Ogbeni, which king are you? Ayo is a beautiful woman. Beautiful. Yeah. As I always say to you, everything about abuse is control. Yeah, it's about control. It's about control, manipulation, control. I'm the man, I'm your husband, or I'm your boyfriend, and you worship me, you honor me, whatever I tell you. So they will manipulate you, they control you, and the abuse will be laced with it. Yeah, that's what it is. Thank you very much, everybody. Please give us a thumbs up. Amaye, welcome. How are you?
I am doing wonderful.
Meet yourself, darling.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, darling.
Okay, welcome. Sorry about that. Well, thank you. Greetings, Sis B of Life. How you doing? I'm sure everybody's well. Good, greetings, Obodo Farmo. Yeah. Shout out to everyone. So, this Ayo matter. Do you know, for a long time, I've been looking for her because I love her movies. I love her roles in her movies and the way she plays it. There's this bubbly nature about her. She's very bubbly.
Yes.
When she's presenting, when she's playing a role, she takes it on and she, brings her own energy into it. And I love that about her. So for a while, I'm wondering, what happened to her? Do you know that it was this interview? I was like, my jaw dropped literally. And I felt so bad. I'm like, oh my God. You know, there's a lady on the chat who said, I think it's her last name is Johansson, I believe. I can't remember the first name now. She said it all. Ayo succumbed to the pressure of marriage in Nigeria. This is why this is why women get married to the types of men they do in Nigeria. Because of the pressure. People don't understand. When you live in Nigeria, the pressure from family, from friends, from peers, from co-workers, from everybody is enough to drive people to choose or be with men they have no business being with. Ayo, look at Ayo, look at this man. Look at Ayo, look at this man. Waiting, how they take connect, no chemistry, nothing. This man has signboard on his face, no go area. Ayo, when we say that soft, yes, his face says
very, very beautiful girl.
Exactly, and she that person when we say, or not naturally, love go gravitate towards her because she has that already. So the type of person when it's supposed to gravitate towards her, right? When she take her time, see, it doesn't matter age or not, right? And just marry.
She has this aura. She has this bubbly personality, this aura that is so happy, bubbly, nice human being.
Thank you. That somebody you find attracted, you're attracted to her. You just find you just see yourself gravitating towards. She has that energy about her. So it's really sad that she ended up with this man who is really literally a tout, for lack of better words. She had no business being with this man. And I'm sure, culturally too, the pressure of have a child doesn't matter. Just have a child and leave him, even if it's just one child. There is that noise at the back or in the background, whispering in her ears. So she will stay, have this child who, thankfully, he didn't succeed in snatching him away from her. This is the trouble. And it keeps happening in Nigeria. People keep ending up with the wrong types of partners because of the pressure. It takes a strong person to say, no, I'm not going to back down. I'm not going to settle for less. I don't care what happens. And I wish Ayo, I wish she got a better, because she does deserve someone who's better than this. She deserves love in her life. Listen, she's still recovering. She has not completely come out of it, because even watching that show, she was a bit jumpy. She was looking around her. That trauma is still there. You can tell. It really is sad. I'm not going to lie to you. I've listened to the different takes because she's one of my favorite actresses, Yoruba actresses. Even in her English movies, I like her persona. So I really was like scavenging and trying to listen to what people's takes are on regarding her, her marriage and everything. And I feel so bad for her. She didn't deserve that man. She didn't deserve to be in that position. That man sucked the shine out of her. I know that she's going to come back and she's going to come out bigger. I just want to send her all the love, all the light, and let her know that, there are people who are sending her the right energy. She's going to come out of this. She's going to be stronger. I would love for her to make a movie about her life, especially this story. Is going to be big. She shouldn't give up on herself. She should take her healing seriously. Whatever she needs to do. If she needs to go into therapy, she should do that, because she's one of my favorite. I love Ayo. I love her energy. She's love personified. You can tell that she's kind of person that will sacrifice herself for what she truly loves. So she shouldn't give up. We all love her. I personally love her. And I'm using this opportunity to send her all the love and light. But Nigerian women, marriage is not a ticket to heaven. Some of you are chasing heaven by all means necessary. Now, who they are alive, if they make heaven. Please, marriage does not define. It does not make you. You should stand on your 2 toes down. You have to get over yourself. whether the person that wants to be with you will be with you regardless. You should put yourself in a position where love gravitates towards you. The right type of people gravitate towards you. Do the work on your inside. You made a comment earlier, Sister B, about confident women sometimes not. Yes, because they focus on, let me show them that nothing is happening to me. I carry myself in such a way, have the right posture, but they miss the real work, which is the inside job. Because you can look, your hair can be all over the place. You come out, you are immoved. You're unmovable because you're like, hey, this is me. I gotta do what I gotta do. But a lot of times, women who come off as confident, and some beautiful women, they have the looks, but the confidence, the low self-esteem is beyond the ground. As in, don't pass earth level, don't go beyond sea level, you know. So I don't know. I guess continue to educate the women. Hopefully, more people tune in. I expect your channel to hit 1 million, because the work that you're doing is not for you have to be emotionally balanced to be able to do it, you know. But thank you so much. That's all I have to say. I just want to wish her well, and I hope to see her in more movies. I'll be looking out for her to feature in more movies. I really, really love this woman. I really have. It hurt me that she had to go through that. She didn't deserve it. She deserves the best type of love. That's it. Thank you very much, Sister B.
Thank you, darling. Nice to see you. Oh my yes, Connor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, they
Love you,
said
Susan.
Juju must be involved. She said Juju must be involved. That she doesn't see Ayo falling in love with this kind of a man. Remember, they are older now. You know, maybe when they were younger, she found him attractive. I don't know. Because if you want to check it on all level, that man is not up to her standard. That is the problem when you settle. If you ask this man to speak English, I'm sure he cannot string 2 sentences together. Yeah, they say he used to play the tug, all those ones that play tug in movies. Yeah, if you ask him to speak English, he cannot. It's just it's not up to her standard. But you know, love. They say loving eyes does not see. When you love, you think, oh, the sun and moon and the stars are shining from his head. He's everything, and then you get sucked in. Because remember that when we talk about narcissists, the first way they bring you in is that they love bomb you. So it didn't start like that. You know, she said that they were good times. So it would have started by showing her love, making her feel like, oh, I love you. You are the one for me. And then before she will start, the abuse will now show up. By the time the abuse is showing up, you are sucked in. You're already in love. And you know when love is involved for women, it's hard. Mm, it's very, very hard. Yeah. That mom on 5. Dr. Apoki said, our relevance in life does not come from marriage. Full stop. I loved watching her, especially the way she rolls her eyes in movies. Ayo is a beautiful woman. I'm so sorry this happened to her. But as I said, it can happen to anybody. It doesn't matter your accomplishments, your level of education, your exposure, your fame. Abuse is on every level. It can happen to anybody. Let's just get that clear. Black Lotus, welcome, Dr. Ife. How are you? Please unmute
Hi,
yourself.
Auntie B. Good evening or good afternoon.
Welcome.
Yeah, how you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, so my take on this, when I was watching Ayo during that interview, it was as if I was the one seated there. I could relate totally with everything she was talking about. I mean, Auntie B, when you get married to someone that from the first day they've never wished you well, you will continue to struggle in that marriage. There is nothing you will do for them that you can never satisfy them. I'm telling
Yeah.
you. And everything you will be doing, as long as it's benefiting them and putting you down, they are okay. They will chase everybody around you. As in they will make you feel like you are not worthy of anything.
Black Lotus, we're not hearing you again, no. Did they
Can you hear me
call me?
now?
Yeah, welcome back. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they want every thought. of you to run through them. They don't want anything like your breeding, they want to know. But for them, they are so secretive. People like this, I'm sure if they ask Ayo very well, there are many things she will not know about that man, but he will know everything about her so that he can use it against her. My own is just that I'm happy she's out. And I'm happy she's out with her son, because that's another worry. If that kind of man gets hold of that boy, he will turn that boy to be like him
Yeah.
and use it against the mother. But I'm glad she's out, and I'm hoping someday she'll get back on her feet, tell us more about herself, and shine again. I tell you,
4-year-old telling the mom, let's go and hide.
I'm the boy has seen a lot.
And you think that children don't know. That's why I
They
keep telling you.
know. When
If
that
you are
boy
in an
grow
abusive
up,
marriage and you think you are staying for the children, you are damaging your children.
I'm
They will learn
telling
that
you.
behavior and they will abuse their partners in the future.
That's it, because they will see it as the normal. That's the normal. That's the template you've given them, and they will continue to run with it. I'm telling you, when that boy grows up, Auntie B, he would tell his mother a lot of things. Ayo things he doesn't know. He will be
Children know
surprised.
everything. You don't even need
I'm
to tell
telling
them. They
you.
see, they observe. Yeah, they do.
When my
They
own
know.
when my own started telling me that they know, even when I try to hide them in the room and they hear the noises, my second boy will tell me that he usually hear everything. It's just that since I lock them in the room, I'm like, really? They'll say yes. I was surprised too. So I'm happy she's out, and I prayed that this won't be the end of her. She will shine, she will come out stronger, and everything will be well with her. Thank you so much, Auntie B.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Ife. I appreciate you, my darling. Have a good evening. Have a good afternoon. Thank you so much. Top City said Ayo was in the same class with Regina Askia, Kate Henshaw, and Liz Benson in movies back then. Absolutely. Yeah, she was. Anyway, we are talking about Ayo today, but what about you? What's your situation? Are you with someone who tries to manipulate, control you, gaslight you, and do all those things, humiliate you? Do you think you're staying because of your children? This show is not for Ayo. It's for those of you that are listening or those of you that watch this later. So guys, give us a thumbs up. The likes are very, very few. We don't even have up to 200 likes, and we have 673 people watching. So take a minute to like the video, please. It could literally save someone's life. Abuse ruins lives. It is generational. The reason why you have a long or so many people who you see a generation or two of people who grew up in previous generation perpetuating this habit is because this is all they knew. I'm not making excuses for Mongo Park, or will never do, but sometimes it is all they know. For them, this is love. This is how their father loved their mothers. So their children will learn what you demonstrate. It's not what you even tell them. So that's why I'm even glad that Ayo was able to escape with her child. It could have been worse if she stayed. By now, would have forgotten the name Ayo Adesanya. Nobody will remember her, and the son would have learned this. He's remarried now. Let me make you laugh before I leave. This guy is remarried. They say his name is Hassan Goriola. But do you know that anytime they want to talk about him, they still refer to him as Ayo Adesanya's ex. They are still attaching Ayo Adesanya's name. Why are they using Ayo Adesanya? Does he not have a name? His relevance came from Ayo. Without Ayo, nobody knows him. He's a nobody. And that's why you see, people that abuse you, they will do as if they love you, but in their heart of heart, they despise you. They seriously despise you, and this is the way they show you that they despise you. That's why they hurt you. Nobody can genuinely love you in the true sense of what love is and will hurt you. So it's all jealousy. It's all about, you think you're better than me, I will show you. So choose yourself. Put yourself first. It's not self-love. A healthy relationship does not hurt. Anything that hurts you is not healthy. It's not. So definitely put yourself first And if you are in a situation like this, I pray that the Lord will give you the strength to walk away. Do it for yourself, even if you don't care about yourself. Do it for your children. Lisbeth said, "DV survivor here. The only sad part is that I couldn't escape abroad with my children. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm really, really sorry, my darling. But at least you are alive. You can tell your story. That's very, very important." So on Thursday, I'm back. We are going to be doing this story about the billionaire or millionaire Skybank chairman. I don't know if it's chairman or MD or whatever it is. I'm expecting Brabio to come and share more light about this. It's a case of billionaire, men who have side chicks and the fight that their wives take on. I'm looking specifically at the issue of the DNA regarding this situation. His name is Ayeni and Adaobi. This matter has been on for so long. So apparently they finally done DNA, and the child that he said is not his own. He didn't even say it is his wife that was saying that child is not my husband's child. It's not my husband's child. It's not my husband's child. And here that they've done DNA, DNA said the child is his one, and he's still denying it. So I really want to look at it from the angle of women who think, oh, somebody said when I posted on Adiola's page about Natasha's issue, that if you have somebody that you trust, you have a partner that you trust, would you not defend them? Can you really trust anybody? Like, when it comes to these matters, you can trust them, they didn't do it. Why do women fight these battles? Why do you fight these battles? Why? I don't know. But we'll unpick it on Thursday. So, yeah, it's very, very interesting. I want you to join me on Thursday because we learn one or two things. But we'll also catch cruise because at the end of the day, I feel like the wife now will be so ashamed. After all these years of fighting side chick, this child is not my husband's child. This child is not my husband's child. Only for you to find out, babe, he is the father. Chineke. The man don't fall her hand, though. This woman fought. Tooth, nail, she fought. At the end of the day, try. Nigerian women and defending badly behaved husbands. 5 and 6. 5 and 6, you said. So, yeah. Let's look at this on Thursday evening. Thank you so much, everybody. Please do not leave without giving us a thumbs up. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And I will see you on Thursday nights. Have a good evening. Have a good afternoon. Love you guys. Bye-bye.